when you're married, you have about, 2/3 chance of being happy 5 years later.
Right.
And I wish I knew this when I was a therapist working with couples in trouble, because they had no hope. All they saw was, this marriage sucks, I don't want to be in it anymore, there's no way it's going to change. And this really does give us hope. You know what? The odds are things change, and it will be better. So just stick it out.
And that's great. Hey, Danae, I want you to add something on that, because one of the things that that is great is that the Bible says to study to show that it's self-approved. And even in relationships, the longer that we study it, the longer that we work with it, the longer we try to make sure that relationship will work. As David was saying, it shows that the pattern is that if you stick with it, that relationship will, get more stronger and develop more.
Wow, that's divine that you asked me this, because you didn't know this. And as far as if my husband is listening there, of course, he knows I'm transparent there. But that is very true, and that just recently as far as happened.
Mm-hmm.
Many don't know yet. This was one of the things I was going to talk about at the conference there, that back in November, my husband and I separated.
Oh, wow.
Back in November.
Mm-hmm.
However, God, I know, see that look over there, Tracy? We have reconciled. And
you
again,
this past November?
This past November,
Yeah.
as far as, and then over the last weekend, I actually just moved back as far as to our house. But it's funny how God works, and God is truly a miracle worker there, that I had certain revelations, and he, of course, has certain revelations there. But just what you said as far as sticking in there, and the things that we think may sometimes be deal breakers, when you get those certain revelations like I did, it's like, let's just say if I moved out for 5 reasons, 4 of them don't even matter. And as far as that one thing is being committed, compromising, being able to compromise and work together to stay married, and understanding the value, and like you said, as far as that covenant there, that, I'm looking forward to those happily ever afters there. But absolutely.
So, Danae, piggybacking on that, give that information again where they can find out about learning a little bit more information about the event that you got coming up.
Oh, wonderful. On March 21st, Saturday, Powerhouse Ministries is hosting their 7th annual women's conference. So we are really encouraging all of the women to come out and join in with us there. And one of the talks that I'm going to be giving is conquering the brokenhearted there.
Mm-hmm.
We can be broken in so many different areas of our lives that we don't even recognize it. So we're really going to take a deep dive into self, get very transparent, get very vulnerable in a safe environment there. So again, it's called Affairs of the Heart is the conference, and you can register or find out more information by going to Eventbrite and typing in Affairs of the Heart Women's Conference there. And again, that's March 21st, and it is going to be hosted by the wonderful Pastor Antonio and First Lady Leela Rockmore, and that's going to be House Ministries International, located at 7042 Southwestern Avenue. So grab your girlfriends, your sisters, all of the women that you love, and bring them out to this amazing conference on March 21st at 11 o'clock, and I will see you there.
Did you say it was free, or is it a fee?
There is a fee for the conference there. The fee right now, the early bird special, I think just cut off this Saturday. Don't hold me to it there. I want to say it was $35, and now as far as the price is $40. But it's an investment, and you all go out and spend more money at Red Lobster, $50 or whatever a pop, than investing back into yourself. And it actually includes the study materials that I'm going to be providing, a copy of my book, Autograph Love After Adultery, as well as a light lunch there. So you're going to get more than enough, and I'm going to make sure that your expectations are exceeded at this event, and you're not going to walk in the same woman you walked in as. You're going to walk out with breakthroughs, revelations, and ready to take on the world with an I can do it attitude and make it happen.
Amen. Hey, David, I'm going to go to you real quick with the courses that you're teaching. Can you give us some information, help with some people that might be interested in taking these courses so they can learn how to help their relationships?
Yeah. If you are single, ConsciousDating.com, and we have free downloadable programs. Just, sign up. And the book is Conscious Dating. It really distills, all the wisdom, all the strategies of coaching singles for more than a decade, into a book. So ConsciousDating.com for singles. And for married couples, RadicalMarriage.com It's about the next evolution of marriage. Is that, when we're married, if we don't do anything about our relationship, we're going to get bored, and the marriage grows stale. And so what do you do about that? And that's what a radical marriage is about. It's about living your couple relationship as your greatest adventure. Now, if you're in between and you are in a relationship but is not yet committed, we have a website called coupleforlife.com, and there are a bunch of assessments there, including a dating red flags checklist and a couple relationship assessment, and is this the right relationship for me? A great resource for a dating couple who's trying to figure out, should I make a commitment or not?
Yeah. Hey, also on our Facebook, not on our Facebook page, on our website, Let's Stay Together Talkshow.com, we have on there on our welcome page, there's a link there that you can take yourself and go onto that page, and you can find out what your red flags are. They ask multiple questions, and you can find out what yours is. And it told me mine wasn't something that ain't human or something.
I got that too.
Yeah,
today.
did you?
I did it.
And I'm like, what the heck is that? And I'm like, wow, that's interesting. But it's like, I'm like, okay, I hope that's good. I don't know. Did you read the thing?
I did. I read the paragraph, and really, it is a good thing. Meaning that other people need to become down to earth and adaptable, and just really being down to earth and true to ourselves. Hey. So it was a good thing, even though it's phrased weird.
Right, it was. I'm like,
because
when it said that, I'm like, okay, I'm not human. Okay, I don't even want to read this anymore. But I'm glad you read it. That's what they. Women always help men out in so many different ways.
That's why we
the details. I got to give them that, David. Talayah, give us some things about you and some things, again, about, what they can find out about you and contact you if they need some help.
Okay, again, on the relationship side, my books are Crossing the Threshold, Opening Your Door to Successful Relationships, and 150 questions you should ask before you say I do. And then my newest book is Light Bulb Moments, 75 Lessons for Everyday Living. They can find me at www.TalayahStovall.com, on Facebook, Talayah Stovall, or Talayah G Stovall is the fan page, and all the rest, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of those. And I would love for you to join my Empowered 2 monthly mailing list, and any coaching group that you're interested in, just let me know.
Hey, David, do they have any mailing lists or anything that people get in contact with you to get information about?
Yeah, all of my websites have a way to join my mailing list, get our newsletter, download, free cool stuff. So any one of my websites. Okay,
baby, I think we almost about at the end, aren't we?
Yeah, before we close on out and pull our train into the station, I wanted to name off some of the women deal breakers.
Go ahead,
we talked
baby.
about the men. Number 1 was infidelity. 2, wandering eye, which we know lead to infidelity. 3, a man that brags too much, total turnoff. 4, flirt. 5, too clingy. I always gonna think of Danae when she says too clingy. 6 was me, smoker and drinker. And I think 8 we agreed on, too controlling, insecure, obsesses over his ex. Rudeness was one that I was shocked. I said, wow, rude. Drugs and poor hygiene. That was last. So you mean to tell me a woman could deal with, he stank, but I love him.
Because we always think we can clean him up.
Yeah. You think we can clean him up physically, mentally, and everything. So it's interesting.
I'm going to read this off, and then we can go to it. I was reading this thing from a Bethany Marshall, and she says, when you are with a person at the beginning and sometimes strikes you as odd or bizarre, and you stick and it sticks with you, it makes you uncomfortable, and you can't really wrap your mind around it, that's a red flag. And so basically, if there's some things about a person that you're feeling uncomfortable and you don't even know why, it can be considered a red flag or a something that might be into deal breaker. But I said before, David, before you get on the air with us, is that a lot of times we need to focus also on the individual and why they have those red flags. And they may be going through some emotional situations, or the past may have messed them up, and they may be some awesome, wonderful people, but they bring in some baggage. Doesn't necessarily mean that you need to move yourself away from them and get away from them, but maybe understand who they are and why they're going through it, and you might just find a diamond in the rough. Hey, David, I'm going to tell you, it has been awesome to have you on the McCain train. Yeah. We'll definitely have to come back again. You just got to send me that bill from California so I can make sure I take care of this 40-something minutes you've been out here. But we would love to have you back again, sir. Can we count on that?
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys. I'll come back anytime.
It has been a blessing to have you on here. I'm going to let you go now, David. I want to thank you again, David Steele. David, give us just a little bit more information. Tell us again how they can reach you before we go.
For singles, consciousdating.com. For couples, radicalmarriage.com.
David Steele, thank you very much for being on the Let's Stay Together, sir. We'll be talking to you soon.
All right. Bye now.
Bye, man. Hey, baby, you're going to the last stop.
Yeah, the McCain train is pulling into our last stop, and we want to thank Talayah, Danae, and David for joining us on this educational, informative ride tonight.
It's been awesome.
It really has,
yeah,
man. I done learned so much. I guess I could just redo your contract and keep you around another
Well, reinstate.
Wow, lady, I'm so fortunate.
Hey,
you know what? I gotta say just one last thing. On Thursday, we won't be on the air, but my baby will be having a birthday, and I just want to give all my love to you. We've been together, married for going on 21 years, been together for about 23. She's been the love of my life. There are no deal breakers with us. We go through trials and tribulations, but there is nobody else I'd rather be with than you, baby. I want to say publicly on the air, happy birthday to my baby.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll make sure I do something for you. Every year, her birthday is a whole month anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, whatever. But
I do want to say thank you for that beautiful shout out. Thank you, Tracy, for your beautiful gift. Thank you to Talayah and Danae for being the gift today, because I really have learned a lot. I'm like, okay, I'm stuck with this one in a good way. Yeah. But for my single friends, I'm like, y'all need to get, because both books to the shouting to the audience out there, I read both books. Danae's book is awesome. It shocked me to know that people actually could go through infidelity and try to work out some things. And then, of course, Talayah, the Threshold, I read that one. I can't wait to read the Light book, because that's a thick book right there. But I have time. I could read that one, too, because I'm like, wow, it was told to us today that we have some powerhouses in the house and on the phone. So I thank you, Mr. Steele, make me think of Superman, David Steele, and Talayah and Danae.
Okay, I just want to end something. In our first commercial break, you'll hear something called the Top 10. You got something that you want to say?
I'm so sorry. Happy birthday, Ariel. This little diva is 5 years old. Happy birthday, baby.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Happy early birthday, Brenda.
Hey, in the first half hour, you'll hear something called the Top 10. I want my brother to come in here, Mr. D. Curtis Randall. He is the one that we get the information from. Just tell us real quick about your show, what time it come on, how they can hear you on UBM.
Thanks a lot, Reverend Rick. This is the D. Curtis Randall Show. It's on Saturdays on UBM Praise, sister station, from 5 to 7 o'clock on Saturday night.
Hey, man, and it is an awesome show. We've been on there as well. This brother brings some great things. I mean, he has some awesome guests on there, so you definitely want to listen to that show. I want you to give it to her one more time again.
5 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on UBM Praise.
And that's the D. Curtis Randall Show, and it is a great show.
It's not your grandma's gospel show.
Yeah, it was a great show. Hey, I want to thank y'all. Baby, you know I was going to ask this question, and you didn't put it up already. What's going to be next week's show? So we need to find that out just before we go. I've been very honored to have these ladies and David on the air with us today. Thank you very much for coming, I should say tonight, on the show and helping us out. You know, these educated women are just driving me crazy because I got to step my game up every time they come, and I never step up enough.
Next week's show is Can You See Me? Help, I'm being abused. We're talking about the elderly.
Yeah, the elderly, right. So we're going to have if you heard about him before, the Cannon, he's going to be on here with us. The TV, you see it on TV in Chicago. He will be on our radio show tomorrow to talk about things that you may want to know about if your elderly person is being abused or hurt at a facility. This is a show you definitely want to listen to. Hi, this is Reverend Rick McCain, along with my baby, my girl, my boo. Thank you for listening to the Let's Stay Together show. We'll see you next Tuesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Woo-woo!